good thing about this is, as you guys can see, I named that plant Floyd. It's thriving. It's hanging in there pretty good. It's got a little bit of earth in there, and then there's the water, and then this is a little cactus, a little succulent or whatever they're called. But hey, they don't need a lot of water. And then this, I just named it Jennifer because I like the name Jennifer. No specific reason, but just to break it down, when you're suffering from depression like I was, you have to find the root of it. For me, it was the verbal abuse that I received as a child before I became a man, under the man of my stepfather's name was Floyd. So it's about an exercise in forgiveness, giving back the love and forgiveness to the thing that caused you harm, frees you of the burden of hate. So I take care of Floyd, I forgive Floyd, and I show Floyd a lot of love. I give Floyd love. I'm freed of that. Jennifer, I don't know, there's no specific reason, but I'll tell you this. My ex-wife went with me when I bought this because our pastor had given me the direction to do that, so I followed his advice. This was just, I like cactus, so I bought it. My ex-wife bought this for probably the same reason. When we split up, she moved out with her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. I inherited her plant. I obviously still had mine, so I kept hers alive too. Also show no animosity, no hatred, and I water it. I keep the plants watered. I show them love, and the cactus as well. I bought that on my own. It was like $1. This plant has gone through phases because it grew and sprouted and broke off, and then that part died, and then now it's growing back out. So Floyd was kept alive. Her plant's thriving because I take care of it. She didn't want it. Obviously, it didn't mean a lot to her to follow through with that exercise, but it meant a lot to me, and I like it, and I commit to it, and I stayed committed to it, just like you would commit to a marriage or whatever. So I got that. And when they left, in vindictive behavior, she took the refrigerator, which that's fine, it was hers. Meanwhile, I needed a refrigerator. I'm glad they left me my water jug, which is mine. I bought that. So I drink a lot of water because I work out. And I made sure that I kept that because I bought that. Meantime, I did a welding job for my cousin a couple of days ago where I welded his boat frame of his trailer for his boat trailer. The leaf springs were broken, so I used my welder that I bought at Harbor Freight, and I went to welding school and learned how to weld a couple of years back, and now it's paying dividends because, just a quick little job. It only took me 25-30 minutes, and I made $100. You do the math. It's like what? I'd say it was half an hour, so $100. That's like what the value of that. Like, charge $100 for every 30 minutes. Either way, no, my cousin was really cool about it. He needed the help. He's recovering from a hip replacement surgery from his job, so he can't do physical things, and he's not a welder anyways. So I welded that, and then I welded a chair for his mother, who I known her all my life as well. The chair was broken, one of their chairs that they had. I welded it, fixed it, and I welded the boat trailer, repaired the leaf spring on that, so now they can actually take that boat to the water and safely get it into the water and take it back. So he's up and running, and in compensation and appreciation, he paid me $100, which I didn't even ask him for that, which is he's just been excellent. And I went and bought a refrigerator that I needed, so I don't need a big one. I'm not a materialistic person. This was about $100 at Walmart. If you go to the one in Hesperia, this was only like $86 or $87. But out here in Whittier, this was like $120 or something like that. So if you're going to go get one of these Hisense refrigerators and you're in the LA area or Southern California area, go to the Walmart in Hesperia or Victorville. $87 on rollback right now for a 3 foot by 3.3 cubic foot refrigerator with freezer. So you can put your, whatever you want to put up there. Ice chest, hamburger meat, whatever, See how it's frozen? Right? It's already frosting over. So it gets really cold. It's got a lot of storage space for me. It's just me. I don't have anybody. Again, I'm not married. I'm going through a divorce. It's awesome. And so I don't need to impress anybody, nor will I impress anybody because I don't want to impress anybody. And I got my nice brand new refrigerator delivered yesterday that I bought. And I'm very happy with it. Now, if you look at the box, it says Hisense 3.3 cubic feet compact refrigerator. That's it. And then there's my welder that I use to weld that frame for the boat. I highly recommend it if you're a welder or a home repair person or a hobbyist. The titanium MIG 140. It does flux core or the gas bottle, which is MIG, metal inert gas. Flux cord is FCOF, flux cord arc welding. GMA is MIG, gas metal arc welding. I did the flux cord process because it was outside. And I'll tell you something, I just dollied it over there. This little thing puts out a lot of power, a lot of heat. It's a great welder. I highly recommend these inverter style welders. They're simple, they're light, it's 24 pounds. Carry that sucker, it's got a carry handle. Man, it's excellent. I brought my tools with me as well, my grinder, and I grinded down the weld and properly did everything as I was taught in the school. So that's all I wanted to really cover today is forgive those who've caused you harm and do an exercise in cathartically dispelling all those bad spirits that may be in you by forgiving that person and then maybe buying something that's living in representation of what that person is and showing that person love through giving life to something living that represents something that may have caused you, someone who may have caused you harm. Forgive and love. Staff Sergeant Calhoun from Whittier, out.